I often think, people talk about the dangers of AI and will AI kill us? Now, I have several reasons to believe that it's not a concern that AI will kill us, but be that as it may, I mean, let's just assume that AI is potentially dangerous. I actually ask myself the question, can we afford not to develop AI? I think we need strong AI to save ourselves from ourselves. It's not looking very promising, and Brian talking about Rome and the collapse of Rome. I think I'm seeing a lot of things going in the wrong direction. And these things seem to be reinforcing, unfortunately. Now, I'm not inherently a pessimist, but it's not looking very good. So I'm hoping that AI can help us to kind of reverse that trend and for people to see reason.
Again, I like Peter's point. The corruption is, and I guess ignorance and stupidity in our government is a huge problem. And and I again agree with Peter that the education if we revamp today would take a long time for it to come online and make those people to make an impact. But hey, I mean, I would definitely do it anyways because I don't want to waste generations of children and having them grow up ignorant. I mean, we need to do that regardless of whether we think it'll make an impact within our lifetimes or whatever. I think we should do that anyways. But and as far as the AI is concerned, I don't think that's going to save us because I think the AI that we think is going to happen is not going to happen for quite a long time. Because if you look at the technologies today, it's actually using trickery to mimic intelligence. Okay, it's not intelligent. I mean, I know the guts behind it. It's just a bunch of guessing 100 trillion times to figure out something. And that's not how we work. I mean, that's not how our brains work.
I view the challenges that we have as something that kind of like a valley of death that we have to cross over, and I think that we need to accelerate the technology and the progress. The more money, the more technology that we have, the more we can become more resilient and then overtake and overcome these things. Trying to slow down, that just gives the negative forces, more stuff to fight over a shrinking or a stable pie. You have to, go beyond it, and that's what I think needs to happen. We need to push ahead into, other kinds of AI and other things, like to say, okay, we want to, not spend on the 99% of AI that's not going to achieve. No, we just expand the 1%, increase that 10 times or whatever, and then that becomes the dominant form. It's not something of trying to squash something that, okay, I think that's a bad dead end. Let it die because it gets outcompeted. So we have to race ahead with approaches, have something that proves to win, and then we move ahead, we overcome.
Point. AI doesn't think. It does pattern recognition. That's what it does. And your brain's very complex. It possibly recognizing weather patterns or something like that, or knowing when it's going to rain. It can do things like that, but it doesn't have it can't make a conscious decision. It just takes the data input, does its neural net thing, and then outputs the data. I've seen some AI art online that's just hellishly frightening. It looks like stuff from I think it's called Midjourney art. It's just scary stuff. It's used, it's in its infancy. I know it's been around since the 40s, but it's just getting prominent now and has a lot of attention. And it's good for search algorithms and tracking what consumers buy. Like I Google something online and it shows up in Facebook. I was just looking at that thing. Interesting.